All right, that's Mr. McMurray, and we are going to do a sonic boom, okay? So, how are we going to do that? Well, obviously, we don't have a supersonic aircraft that can go faster than the speed of sound, so we're going to try it like so. We're going to make a kind of like a stationary rocket, I guess. Anyhow, all right, we have a soda bottle here. You can see that soda bottle has a metal lid and it has a little hole in the top, but we're going to put a piece of tape over the top right now just to keep something in there. And we are going to put a hose in the bottom of it. It has a hole in the bottom. We're putting a hose here that is connected over here. This flask has hydrochloric acid in it. Good general acid when we need something to go boom or something. We use that a lot. In this case, we're going to put zinc, little shiny metal there, pieces in there. Metals and acids do not get along together. They react. And HCl, which is hydrogen and chlorine, hydrochloric acid, mixes with zinc, and the hydrogen and the zinc trade places. So after it reacts, there'll be a liquid in here. It will have zinc chloride. Yeah, big deal, who cares? But it will give off hydrogen gas, and that is a good deal. And since it's lighter than air, it's going to rise up to the top of this. So we're going to leave it right there on the top of it, okay? So let me put this in here, and let's load our thing with... All right, now it's going to take a little bit, because we're going to have to take a little while for them to start acting up in there. I watered it down a little bit, hopefully not too much, we'll see. But it's starting to pick up the pace there. All right. And it's starting to give off gases. Now those gases should, like I said, start collecting in here. You can't really see them. Who knows, I may have to do this again, we'll see, because it's not as, I shouldn't have watered down, I guess, the aciditis that way. Well, we will do that. And we will see how well we do here. All right. It's starting to pick up the pace a little bit. I get a little more bubbly in here, so hopefully it'll be pushing all that air out of the tube, and then it will start filling it up with hydrogen. Okay, now hydrogen, like oxygen gas, is highly flammable. Interesting, you take oxygen, which is highly flammable gas, hydrogen, flammable gas, put them together and you light them, they blow up, and they make water vapor, or water. Isn't that cool? All right, so we're gonna do that here in a minute. Now, but it turns out that hydrogen, if it's just pure hydrogen, does not react very well or burn very well. So what we're going to do, we're going to take off the tape in a minute, and we're going to light the top of it, okay? And that top of it, we're going to light it, and it's going to poof a little bit, but it's not going to do much, and it's going to burn. In fact, the flame may be so small we may not be able to see it, okay? But eventually, as it burns off the hydrogen that's in there, so hopefully it has a good supply of hydrogen in there. That reaction's going good. All right, there's lots of hydrogen in there. It will burn, but burn slowly. But as more air comes in, containing more oxygen, as well as nitrogen, but also oxygen, we'll get to the ideal mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. At that point, hopefully, that's when we'll have our sonic boom, okay? So, here we go. We're getting close to that. I may turn out the lights just so we can see the sonic boom. Theoretically, they say you should cup your hands in front of your ears. I doubt it'll be that loud on the video, but you never know, okay? I don't know if it is very loud, okay? It's hard to say if it hurts your ears because my hearing's not that great anyhow. Yeah, what? I didn't hear what you said. Oh, no, okay. Anyhow, my hearing's not always that great anyhow, but, all right. I think we're probably getting pretty close to where we have enough hydrogen in there. That's a nice thing about using clear gases that you can't see. You can't really tell when the beaker is full of them or not. All right. Well, we'll give it just a little bit longer. And we'll turn the lights out, and I will be right back. All right, and I'm back, as promised. All right. You know, kind of want to make sure you get plenty of hydrogen in there. So we're going to leave it on there just for a little bit longer. All right, just to make sure that we got some in there. We'd hate to have the perfect mixture off the bat and then blow up right in my face, right? That would be bad. All right, so I'm going to assume that that's enough. We're going to set this off over here. out of the way. All right. I'm going to take off the thing, and we are going to light it. Now, you see a little poof of flame up there at the top, okay? That's the hydrogen burning, okay? And it should take anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half as it burns off the hydrogen to get to it. Usually you hear a little bit of warning before it actually goes off, but we'll see. Usually about the time you relax and start falling asleep, that's about when it happens, so we'll see here. I hear a whine. And there you go. All right, so that was it. Hear that little whine, and then you know you're about time for the action to happen. All right, and there you go, a sonic boom. Now, is it actually a sonic boom? I don't know, but it is definitely very loud, and it gets pretty close. And so basically, it explodes, has to go through that thin thing. It's supposed to be expanding. The air is expanding at a high rate, and so it is. It's kind of like what happens with lightning, same thing. It's so hot, it expands so rapidly that it makes the boom, okay? In this case, sonic boom. All right, thank you for watching. Glad it worked out good. See you next time.